What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2 of the William Worlds podcast, where I, your host, William, will be talking to you about a whole lot of shit. Okay. Episode 1 was great. It was smooth. We was nervous. We was real nervous. But you know what? We ain't nervous no more. We ain't nervous no more. Ain't nothing even to be ain't nothing to be nervous about. Nothing. Nothing, nada. Okay. But we got some feedback on episode 1. A lot of positive feedback. A lot of cool criticism. We got some people who want to come on and give interview. They want to get interviewed. They want to give advice. Okay. And we are definitely going to have some of that going on here in the near future, especially with the NFL season about to start. And then y'all know basketball going to start right after that. And then you also know the Major League Baseball Association is about to start their playoffs soon here. But other than that, today in episode 2, y'all, we got to talk about what's going on in the sports world. Colorado yesterday played North Dakota State. It was a hell of a game by both teams, both sides. Also, we had Kamala Harris. She had a sit-down interview with Dana Bash of CNN, and I feel like the interview was very interesting. And now I'm gonna give you some advice. I mean, some insight on that. Other than that, also show you some social shenanigans that happened this past week, and I'm gonna let you know how I would have handled that and how I would have went about the situation. Other than that, that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? With this episode, it's not gonna be crazy long. I told y'all I only want to keep you for 25 minutes. I don't want to give you no 2-hour podcast unless we get to that point, which would be pretty crazy. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2. Cue the damn intro. Cue the intro. What's good, y'all? What's good? How we looking? Hold on. How we looking? We looking good, y'all? We looking good? We looking good? Okay, we smooth. We smooth. What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to episode 2 of the William Worlds podcast, where I, your host, William, will be talking to you about a whole lot of shit. Okay, a whole lot. Okay, but today we definitely got to start off with some college football. Okay, Colorado Buffaloes took on North Dakota State last night. Shouts out to Deion Sanders and that Colorado football team. I mean, damn. You know, at first in that first half, it was looking real rough. It was looking like they might not have known, how to handle that North Dakota State offense. You know, that quarterback, Cam Miller, he was out there balling. Boy was out there going crazy. Cam Miller, the quarterback for North Dakota State, he ended up finishing the game 18 for 22, 277 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown. He also ran for 81 yards and had 2 rushing touchdowns against the Colorado Buffaloes defense. A defense that definitely needs some work, definitely could use some help. They got Warren Sapp over there as the one of the defensive coaches. I believe he is the D lineman coach, and he's pretty solid. You know what I'm saying? We all know his resume. Hall of Fame D tackle. And I mean that Colorado defense should have a solid little season. But man, that Colorado offense, yo, that boy Travis Hunter, he is getting my Heisman vote right now. Okay, right now I'm voting for Travis Hunter for Heisman. The boy played both sides of the ball. Not to mention, this man literally played 129 of 131 possible snaps throughout the entire game. Yes, like I literally, you heard what I said. He played offense and defense. The boy is a freak show. He is a talent, man. It's rare you even see that nowadays. Um, it goes to show his athleticism is top tier. My man's definitely going league after this year, unless he just so happens decides to stay for one more year, which I highly doubt he'll do, because you got his quarterback Shador Sanders, who also balled out last night. Shador, he was 26 for 34 on passes, and he had 445 passing yards, 4 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. He for sure is looking like the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. Definitely, if not the number 1 pick, he will for sure be the number 1 quarterback taken off the board if he can stay consistent with this. You know what I mean? That quarterback spot is all about being efficient and effective and winning by any means. He is definitely the leader of that team. But like I said, Travis Hunter, This man had 3 touchdowns last night. He had 3 tackles on defense. He had 7 receptions, 132 receiving yards. You feel me? Dude was just out there balling. Okay, it's insane. Like I said, he played 129 of 131 possible snaps. And out of the 2 snaps he didn't play, one of them was because his helmet came off. So he literally had to step off the field, according to NCAA rules. I know Colorado, has a ton of hype behind their program because of who their coach is, in Deion Sanders. And, they definitely, struggled with North Dakota State in that first half. Going into that second half, they was down 20-17. But they ended up winning the game. Colorado ended up winning the game. I believe it was 31-26. Shouts out to that North Dakota State team as well. They balled. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have a phenomenal season. But that Colorado team, we expected them to win that game by, 2 touchdowns at least, but to win, you know what I'm saying, to win by 5, it's okay. A win is a win at the end of the day. But they definitely got some things they got to work on, and I'm confident it starts with that defense. They got another dominant receiver in Horn Jr. I believe he might have eclipsed 200 receiving yards, but even if he didn't, he was really close. He was really, really good too last night. He had a touchdown. He had a receiving touchdown as well. That Colorado offense is looking real, real good. Definitely got high hopes for them this upcoming season. Like I said, they just got to stay consistent. And definitely follow up next week with another win. Tomorrow, Saturday, August 31st, Clemson goes to Georgia to play the number 1 team in the country, which is the University of Georgia. Clemson comes in at number 14. The game is at 12 p.m. For Georgia, I believe this is a championship or bust season. I feel like if they don't win, if they don't get a championship, it's just a failed season. I mean, they're looking for their 3rd ring in 4 years, and as hard of a feat as that is, man, I believe that Georgia team definitely got the talent to do so. They are led by Carson Beck. Again, he is a senior this year. Last year, he completed 72% of his passes for 3,941 passing yards with 24 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. He definitely looking to get that Georgia team off to a great start. And the Dogs are favored to win by 14 points. Okay, that game again is at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. If you have the chance to tap in, please check that game out. I believe it's the game of the weekend because Clemson is not no scrubs. Like I said, they're coming in at number 14, so they could easily, pull off the upset on the number 1 team in the country in Georgia. Okay, that'll be crazy. That'll be dope though. Another exciting game kicks off at 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow night as well. You got number 7 Notre Dame versus the number 20 team in the country in Texas A&M. It's a home game for Texas A&M. Definitely looking to upset the number 7 team in the country. That would definitely help their ranking by a ton, and I'm pretty sure it will be a huge confidence boost to their entire program. Senior quarterback transfer Riley Leonard is looking to get that Notre Dame team off to a great start, though. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be an easy win for Texas A&M. Even though it is a home game, they got home field advantage. They still have to come through. They still got to come out, and they still have to play solid football for an entire 60 minutes. The game is again at 7:30 p.m. It is on ABC and ESPN. That is 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you have the chance and you got the time, I encourage you to watch these games, check these games out. Make a parlay, put some bets in, okay? Be careful on that parlay though, because Lord knows you probably not hitting like that. Lord knows your parlay is probably not hitting like that. Lord knows you probably put in a parlay every weekend, and you might not have hit a parlay in probably about a year or two. You know what I'm saying? But I still recommend put one in. This weekend might be a lucky weekend. Who knows? Again, we got Number 14, Clemson at number 1, Georgia at 12 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. And then night game, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got number 7, Notre Dame versus number 20, Texas A&M. Two great games to look out for. In NFL news, y'all, finally, the Steelers have chosen who their starting quarterback is going to be between Justin Fields and Russell Wilson. Mike Tomlin and staff decided to go with Russ. I'm not mad about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not upset about the decision from a fan perspective. You know, I get that Russ's resume is very solid. He's a Super Bowl winning champ. It's hard to argue against that, but personally, I would have went with Justin Fields. Um, he's the young guy with all the potential. You know what I mean? I would have put Russell Westbrook in a mentor role, whether he would have liked it or not. That's just what I would have done. I know he and Sean Payton, you know, his last year with the Broncos, it was bumpy, but Russ still showed up. You know what I'm saying? He still balled. You know what I mean? But I'm still going with Justin Fields to be my starter. Neither one really outperformed the other in the preseason. In the 3 games in the preseason, first game, Fields went 5 for 6, 67 passing yards, no passing touchdowns. And Russ didn't even play in the first preseason game. The Steelers lost to the Houston Texans 20-12. And then in game 2, they both played. Justin Fields went 11 for 17, 92 passing yards. He also had 42 rushing yards, no touchdowns, no passing or rushing touchdowns. Russ went 8 for 10. He had 47 passing yards, no passing touchdowns. They lost 9-3 to the Buffalo Bills. And then in game 3, the last and final game for the Pittsburgh Steelers preseason, Justin Fields went 3 for 4 for 40 yards passing, no touchdown passes. And Russ went 2 for 2, 26 passing yards, no touchdown passes in a loss against my Detroit Lions. Shouts out to the Lions. They went 0-3 to finish the preseason. And it's a new system for both quarterbacks, but like I said in the last episode, the preseason, it doesn't count statistically, right? But the preseason definitely is where you can earn a starting spot, or you can earn a significant amount of playing time. So although a lot of guys don't take the preseason serious, it's some dogs out there that's trying to really get a spot and trying to earn a spot on an NFL roster, a dream that everybody just doesn't accomplish, whether that's through, you might be lazy, or you might be injury prone, or you just, maybe you just might not make it just based on literally anything. Maybe the guy in front of you was seen to be better than you, although you outworked him. Who knows, But y'all know pro sports ain't easy, obviously. But that preseason, for those guys that's out there actually playing and given an opportunity, it means the world to them, because they are trying to earn not a scholarship. They are trying to earn a guaranteed check to take care of their family, and also an opportunity to start a legacy. You know what I mean? To build a legacy and give their family and future family something to chase. That NFL, as many of y'all know, it's a dogfight. It is a dogfight every Sunday, every Thursday, every Monday. And any team can win at any moment, any given moment, But that's that on the NFL and college football. Oh, well, that's not it for the NFL. My apologies. I had to let y'all know something that I'm excited about for somebody I view as one of the best receivers in the NFL. His name is CeeDee Lamb. For y'all who don't know who CeeDee Lamb is, he is a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys. He is out of Oklahoma. He finally got his money, y'all. He got paid. He got paid some big money. Okay. He was given a 4-year, $136 million contract that came with a $38 million signing bonus and $100 million fully guaranteed. The man earned it. The man went out there and earned it. Okay. The deal will pay CeeDee the second highest average annual salary of $34 million per season. coming in just behind Minnesota's Justin Jefferson, who was making 35 million per season. The signing bonus is a wide receiver record for CeeDee Lamb. That $38 million signing bonus is a wide receiver record. That literally is just him putting his name on the dotted line. Now, there was no details in if they gave him a literal $38 million check right there, or if they decided to divide it up throughout the season. Like, as in, let's say we'll give you 10 million today. We'll give you another 10 million at this point during the season. We'll give you the other 10 million at this point in the season, and then at the end of the season, we'll give you the last $8 million of that $38 million signing bonus. It could have been like that, or like I said, they could have gave him a $38 million check right then and there. Jerry Jones got it. Trust me. If anybody got that Chilo, it's Jerry Jones. He got that money in. Okay, Jerry Jones got that money in, and I truly believe Jerry Jones is one of the best professional sports team owners in all of professional sports, man. He looks out for his guys, even though he's slow with certain athletes. I'm not gonna say who, and he's faster with other athletes. I'm not gonna say who. But all in all, he makes sure his guys get paid, and that's really what you want right there. CeeDee Lamb is coming off a season where he played all 18 games. That is 17 regular season games, and one playoff game. He finished the season with 1,749 receiving yards, 12 touchdowns, and a league-leading 135 receptions. He's definitely worth every penny and is for sure trying to help lead that Dallas Cowboys team to a Super Bowl alongside Dak Prescott, y'all. Okay, I'm not really much of a Cowboys fan per se, but I do, mess with, CeeDee Lamb, and I rock with Dak Prescott. Y'all know me, I'm a diehard Lions fan. That's just what it is. Hometown team, Detroit Lions. That's just what it is. Get with it or get lost for real. Because we not taking no prisoners. All right. We tired of losing. Last year we turned up and then got turned down, but it's okay. Because this year we're going to the Super Bowl. You heard it here first. We are going to the Super Bowl. Detroit Lions to the Super Bowl. And we're going to end up playing the Kansas City Chiefs. And that's just that. Okay, I'm telling y'all now. That's enough about sports, y'all. Let's talk about some politics. Get into a little bit about some politics. My apologies. Like I said, Kamala Harris, she sat down with CNN's Dana Bash. The interview was conducted alongside her running mate, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. She was asked what she would do from day one in the White House, and she said that she would focus on her opportunity economy plan, which is to bring down the cost of everyday goods and give parents of newborns a $6,000 tax credit to help them buy things such as car seats, to help pay for baby clothes, a baby crib, and things of that nature, whatever you want to call it. I honestly say, that's pretty interesting, because not only is she wanting to do this, but also Donald Trump's running mate, JD Vance, he also, supports a more generous child tax credit. So it's fair to think an expansion is possible no matter who wins the election. I think they'll both. I think either party is, going to do something in terms of helping out with a tax credit aimed at, parents of newborns. Honestly, the plan to bring down cost of everyday goods is phenomenal because Lord knows, I think we all tired of paying this high ass cost for groceries. Lord have mercy, Jesus. 3 years ago, you go to the grocery store, you could get stuff for a reasonable price. Now you go to the grocery store, it's damn near double. You feel me? Horrible. We hate it. We hate to see it, but you know what? It's okay. It's cool because I'm hoping that maybe they actually stick to this promise right here and actually lower the cost of goods some way somehow. She also mentioned housing affordability and are planning to give first-time homebuyers a $25,000 tax credit to help with a down payment. That's awesome, especially if you are someone who's looking into buying a new home here within the next few years. Um, you know, I believe that is definitely a huge help because everybody that doesn't have the means to even be able to afford a home. You know what I mean? And to be able to be helped like this in a way like this with $25,000 tax credit. I mean, that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you plan on doing a 30-year fix, which is the typical mortgage. I think, that's definitely awesome. In this interview, though, also she was asked about fracking, illegal border crossing, adding a Republican to her administration, Israel, Biden administration, and a few other things. And the link is going to be down below. So if you want to look into this interview, you want to look into some things that she was talking about, I definitely encourage you to go click the link and check it out, read into it. And give me your insight. Let me know how you feel about it. Let's talk. Let's have some conversation about it. You can DM me. You can comment. We can talk in the comments. Whatever you want to do. I'm with anything. Yeah. So I mean, if you want to talk about this, let me know. Holla at me. Get at me, please, please. Begging you, yearning for that discussion. JK. So that's it on politics. I've already used up almost 20 minutes of your time. And I probably got about, I maybe have about 5 minutes left. I don't know. It depends on, how much time you got too. um, so there was a situation this past week where a teenager was living with his girlfriend and her father. And the father was murdered by the teenage boy because the teenage boy was found to be playing with and showing off guns on social media. And the father caught wind of this and decided to try to kick the boy out of his house. Or not try to. He decided to kick the boy out of his house. And I can understand why. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely understand why. And this is a segment where I also like to talk about what would William do? What would I do in this situation? One, starters, I ain't got no kids. Okay, I don't have no kids. I'm 31. I don't have no kids. I honestly don't think I really want kids yet per se. But I know if I do have kids, I want to get married first and then have some children. I definitely feel that's the best way to go. But if I did have a daughter and her boyfriend was down on his knuckles and needed a place to stay, I'm gonna say hell no, he ain't staying here. Hell no, he can't live here. No, that ain't happening, bro. We not even about to do that. I understand, being on your knuckles is definitely trash. It sucks. You know what I mean? I get it. But my teenage, I remember how I was when I was a teenager, let alone, how my daughter would be, because at the end of the day, you are a reflection of your parents, and you do get some of those same type of I guess thoughts and want tos as your parent. You get the same kind of thoughts and want tos as your parents probably had. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like no, I just couldn't do it. I couldn't allow my daughter's boyfriend to live with us. That's just not happening, bro. And at the end of the day, if some way somehow something like this was to happen to me, where my daughter's boyfriend is deciding or asking to live with us, and he ends up living with us, and he was to be found playing with guns on social media or whatever the case may be, I'm definitely doing the same thing this dad did. I'm putting him in check, and I'm asking him, yo, like, what are you doing? Like, where are these guns at? Also, like, are they in my house? How'd you get the guns? Who'd you get them from? Um, why are you drawing this negative attention to my place? You don't pay a single bill in here, my boy. So I would have a million and one questions. And honestly, I would have, like I said, I would have kicked him out too. It wouldn't have been a second chance either. It wouldn't have none of that, bro. None of that. I would have kicked him out, and that just would have been that, bro. Because I'm just not going. I'm just not. I'm not feeling that. I'm not liking that at all. You feel me? But yeah. Other than that, y'all. That's the end of episode 2. Okay, that's the end of episode 2. And thank y'all for tuning in again to episode 2 of William World's podcast, where I, your host William, will be talking to you about a whole lot of shit. Okay. Um, like I said, if y'all get a chance, tap into some college football tomorrow. Um, look into that Kamala Harris sit down with Dana Bash. Um, Also, if it's anything you guys want me to talk about or discuss, I ask that y'all please go ahead on and tag me or send me some stuff, DM me some stuff, whatever, however you want to do. We can talk about anything, honestly. But other than that, yeah, holla at your boy. I see y'all next week. I'm thinking about dropping something tomorrow on Saturday, tomorrow Saturday night, but we'll see. We'll see. It depends on how busy I get because I do got some things going on this weekend. But other than that, thank y'all for tuning in. Holla at your boy. Deuces.